Hey, what's going on, YouTubers, fellow Ubereats and Lifters out there? Man, oh man, let me tell you what, it has been a crazy weekend so far. And it's only Saturday. For all those that don't know, I Uber in Tampa / St. Pete in Florida. I usually only do the weekends, so I'm what we call a weekend warrior. Oh man, I had a crazy night last night. I suggest everybody that whether you do this full-time, part-time, besides, you know, keeping your miles and everything else, which is always smart to do because Uber only tracks, you know, in-trip miles. Lyft, of course, they, you know, track all your miles, supposedly still. But no matter what, always track your own miles. Also, I like to always tell everyone to set their own goals. If you're the weekend warriors like me, set a goal you want to make, you know, 200 a night, 100 a night, whatever it is, just set a goal. And then what I do, which I always recommend for people, make like a little list so that way you can see. My handwriting sucks, so please don't try to read. But I make a little list. I have it where it says Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I got tips / trips, so I can see how much I'm making per all that, how much I made, how much gas I actually spent, and how much time I spent out there. So for Friday, for Uber, I did 28 in tips, which was not bad. You know, I only had 12 trips. I made 156 in the app. I spent 25 on gas, which, thank God. I love vans. Let me tell you what, the Toyota Sienna is very good. Very, very good. And I was only out there for 5 hours total. With Lyft, I did 43 in tips. I did 15 in tips, 3 trips, because Lyft's, you know, not as busy as Uber. And when I get those Lyft calls that are like 15, 20 minutes away, nope. My acceptance rate definitely is low on that. But I only did Lyft for 3 hours and I just shut that off because I was busy with Uber. So in total yesterday, I made $43 in tips off of 15 trips. That's not bad at all. 214 in the app total. And then after my $25 in gas, I made 232 bucks total. So that was really good. My goal was 200. I got it. I was happy. Oh, man. And it's getting about that time to be heading out again tonight. I don't know about everybody else, but like in Tampa, personally, I don't like to go to Soho and all that. That's just so much traffic. I always go to St. Pete, okay? Treasure Island, that's where I like to go. Up and down Gall Boulevard, that's butter to me. I like it. And of course, I have a couple personal clients, I should say, that every now and then on the weekends, they know I always mass message everybody and tell them if I'm going to be working or whatnot. And they just give me a call and I show up. I don't do cash trips, don't get it wrong. I just have them do it through the Uber app then. Sometimes they have to pay me a couple times, but hey, whatever. There's always my good tippers, so yeah, it's always good to have some extra clientele. But let me tell you, last night, puke buckets are always a must, okay? If you're gonna do the night shift on the weekends, you gotta be prepared to deal with pukers. I mean, that's just how it's gonna go. And if you think you're not, if you haven't had this happen to you yet, you know, be so happy that you have it. But it's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And people can get those those bags and whatnot. I don't like those bags because let me tell you what, when you're trash, think about it when you're trash. You're trash, you're thinking about trying to grab a bag real quick. No, a bucket, at least you just put your face into it. And me, when you get into my car, or my van, I should say, thank God I have the auto doors. So I just press the buttons, they open the doors. Drunk people all the time keep trying to yank on it. I'm like, just step away. I'll go ahead, I open it. It's all self-service for you, you know? And people love that. They all get a kick out of like, oh, it's luxury. It's like, it's a 2015 Toyota Sienna. It ain't all that great, but that is good. So technically, I always open the doors for all my passengers. Because let me tell you, I mean, even when I get an UberX ride, don't nobody sit up front. Don't nobody. As soon as I find out it's my passenger, I'm like, all right, here you go. Open the door for them. Which, of course, always make sure you ask them what their driver name is. Don't tell them, you know, are you Bob or Pete? Because anyone can say yes, especially if you have a big event going on, or, you know, even when you go to the bars, there's a bunch of people out there standing there waiting for an Uber. Yes. Please don't screw up and get your ride taken away because of some stupid crap like that. But let me tell you, last night, I picked up this one couple in downtown St. Pete, and then I went to take them to one of the hotels in Treasure Island. And this dude, as soon as he got in, he was so trashed, and he just like kicked back in the chair over here, and I'm like, yo, you all right? And he was like, yeah, and his girl had to talk for him. She was telling me where we were going, and then I could hear him moaning, and I'm like, oh. You know, I make sure Tampa, Florida is where I drive. And St. Pete, so pretty much all that little area. And in Florida, we can drive anywhere, so technically I can drive anywhere. But my market where I live is in Tampa. But this guy was moaning and groaning, and I was like, here, take the bucket. You know what I mean? He was like, no. I was like, hey, I'm going to ask you one more time. I was like, you obviously are going to, you're going that direction, that you need the bucket. And he tried to deny it again, and I was like, look, I'll have to pull over and, cancel your ride because I don't want you to get sick. Because, a lot of people, they actually don't mind, cleaning up puke to get that $150. But guess what? I'm married and I got 4 kids. This is the family van. I don't want to have to deal with trying to get puke smell and everything else out of my car or clean it up and then have the wife bitch at me. Hell no. I will pay $150 to not have that happen. The rates, we get like 65 cents a mile. Yeah, it's not that great, but I'm also Uber and Uber XL, so it's not too bad. I know my market, so I know the times and places to go, so I'm not wasting a lot of time. Like even the 5 hours I was online yesterday, I was only probably moving for maybe 3 to 4 of those, because I go ahead and after each ride, I'll pull away a little bit down the street, depending on the location, I'll just park and wait. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. And when you got both apps on, eventually you're going to get a ping for something. But anyways, I gave the guy, I told him I was going to have to pull over if he was not going to go ahead and take the bucket. Well, he took the bucket, and literally as he took the bucket, he was like, oh, I don't need this, and just started puking all up into it. And I was just laughing, and his lady was just looking at me. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, hey, it's in the bucket. Don't be sorry. I don't care. It's saving me. We'll get you guys there. I make them take their bag with them. I mean, you puked it, you take it. So tied up his bag, gave it to his girl. She tipped me. It was like $10. I was like, hey, whatever. It was a good ride. It was a good laugh. I recommend dash cams for everybody if you're doing the night shift, but just for your safety. But don't go ahead and post what really happens or anything like that, because you can get in trouble depending on your state laws. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Oh man, I wish I could upload some videos now and then. That would be crazy. The self-driving car, that my opinion is it's gonna fail. Oh wait, it already did. Eventually that's what everyone's going to. They're gonna have self-driving vehicles out there one day, which you know what is cool. It will be cool probably, like 10 years, 15. Oh yes, you always want to have full coverage. Oh man. But that was just a crazy trip that happened last night. And just wanted to let everybody know how my Friday night went. I hope everyone else's Friday night went awesome. You know what I'm saying? If it hasn't, you haven't met those weekly goals, whatever you've set for yourself, well, there's always tonight. So make sure your vehicles are clean. Try to check them if you can after every trip. But, when you're getting requests back to back, that's not always, possible or feasible, I should say. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Go out there, keep doing your thing. Stay safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't take crap from nobody. Nobody at all. This is your ride. Remember that. And Uber and Lyft on. Oh.